Ladies and gentlemen, it is your host, Jaden Washington of The True Podcast, here today. Today we're going to be talking about how to create overflowing abundance, right? We have up here, let me get my marker real quick, right? Today we're going to start it off with gratitude and why it is so important and why it is really key to getting to the next level. And let me tell you something, because what I have here is just some key things to keep in mind, but gratitude changes everything. Being grateful for the things that you have now, seeing all the blessings you have now can change it all. Because you're in the right spot for the right reason. You're in the right spot for the right reason. You're in that spot that you are in right now for the right reason. You have abundance, you just don't know it yet. And that's what most people don't understand. You're in abundance, you just don't know how to use your abundance. And we're gonna start today off. Gratitude is the key that opens the gateway to abundance. Shifts you focus from, it helps you shift your focus from things you lack in life towards great abundance. So this is key, that is not present. This is what I was just talking about. It shifts your focus from things you lack in life towards great abundance that you have in the present. So that's so key, because if you can't see the abundance you have right now, how are you going to be able to really see the abundance when 5 years from now, or a year from now, 2 years from now? You got to be able to see the abundance. And it makes you more resilient and even more happier. So we're going to go over 5 steps for abundance in life, right? And we have it down here. So the first topic we're going to be discussing is discover the power of gratitude, right? It's the appreciation. It contributes to your genuine happiness, a sincere attitude for all the blessings you receive, right? So you want to have a sincere attitude for all the blessings you receive. All the blessings you receive. The power of gratitude equals great wealth and abundance. So, and you can ask multimillionaires, you can ask millionaires, you can ask billionaires, being grateful for the things that they didn't have, being grateful for the things that they had at those times when they didn't have it, they didn't have all the things that they were dreaming about. It helps. It helps. You have to realize that you don't have something, that humility, right? It's the humility factor that ties in with gratitude. Understanding that you don't have something, but you want that. And the gratefulness comes from the things that you do have that get you to get that thing, right? So ingratitude attracts scarcity. So if you're not grateful, you're scaring things you want away, because you're not radiating the gratitude, you're not radiating the gratefulness, the loving energy, right? Look at life as a blessing and as good things to be grateful for. The more grateful you are with what you have, the more you will attract, and the more which you can be grateful for. So that is so key. The more grateful you are with what you have, the more you will attract. The more which that you can be grateful for. So it attracts more into your life that which you can be grateful for. So that's so key, because if you're looking at the things you have right now and you're like, it seems like I don't have enough. It seems like I don't have enough. It seems like it. But really, if you just take the time out and ask questions, connect with the people around you who care about you, of course, who truly care about you, and get an opinion from someone who's there. Get an opinion from someone who is there. And that always seems to be the way, because one thing I've realized is when you search for the answers from someone who's already made it, who has the results you want, you typically tend to find the answer, right? So now we're going to talk about number 2, getting in the right mindset, right? You want to remain grateful and appreciative during tough times, right? Having that right mindset during tough times can pull you through so far and you won't even realize it, because you're in the tough time. It's like being in the middle of the movie. It's like a tough time. You don't realize how far you got until you reach the end. And then even that end is a new beginning. So the right mindset is needed to unleash unlimited abundance in your life. And the right mindset is educating yourself to manifest appreciation, right? Educate yourself to manifest appreciation. Why is it so important? Why is it so important to be grateful? People ask, why do we need to cultivate this habit? Well, it's all because we must choose to train our attention in what we consciously think about. We must choose. It's a choice. We must train ourselves to be aware to be aware of our surroundings, to be aware of our conversations, to be aware of the things we love, to be aware of the things we're grateful for, right? And we must consciously think about it. So being aware means you have to be conscious to be aware. You have to be conscious of your thoughts. You have to be conscious of your actions. And that's what's so key, right? So now we're going to move on to number 3. List down things you are grateful for. List down the things you're grateful for. So this helps you find happiness in the simplest things, right? So one thing that I've always had passion for as a kid was playing video games. But it's funny because I find myself now playing less video games when I love video games. I love playing video games. But I give myself time to play video games when I need to. You got to be able to consciously control your happiness, right? You got to be able to control your happiness. Find happiness in the simplest things. Understand how I can benefit from a certain situation. So you got to understand when you're in certain situations, how do I handle the situation in a way that's going to be best for me? Sometimes it's got to be best for you or one of your friends, best for you or one of your family members. Situations are different in different circumstances. So that's another thing when it comes to list down the things you're grateful for, right? And a gratitude list, family, true friends, great health. What are you grateful for? Write it down. Write it down. If you see something you like out in the open, go to your notes, write it down. If you're just out at home and you have 10 minutes, write 10 things you're grateful for, or write 20 things you're grateful for. Write 5 things you're grateful for. We're just doing it. Just doing that action shows that you're taking the initiative. You're taking the conscious step to better yourself. Right? Now we're going to talk about the 4th thing, gratitude in tough times. Right? And right here in my notes I have, what about the bad things that happen? Should we be grateful for them as well? And I say yes. Yes, you should. You should always be grateful for anything that happens in your life. As negative as it can be, something always comes out of something. Right? A good always has a polar opposite of a bad. Right? And a bad always has a polar opposite of a good. So when something bad happens, that means something good as well happened. And you may not know it immediately. That's how it is most of the time. You may not know that other good side that came from the bad. It's for you to search and it's for you to find out why. And it takes time. Sometimes it's random. Right? But being grateful about the bad things that happen is more about learning to live with the life you had and seeing the good that you can spring from anything. So that's so key. You can spring good from anything. The bad. You can spring good from the bad. Forgive and forget. That's basically what it is. Forgive the bad. Forgive the bad. And forget the bad. To then spring on something new, which can be good. Count your blessings, not your problems. Count your blessings, not your problems. Never count your problems. The more you count your problems, the more they're going to add up. Makes sense. The more blessings you count, the more they're going to add up. So gratitude helps cope with hard times. Gratitude is going to help you reflecting on the gratefulness that you have for this planet, for your life, can eliminate the bad thoughts. Be grateful for every situation to be able to grow. Just be grateful for every situation because you're growing in every situation. You are. Every second you're evolving. And that's just human nature. We're always growing. We're always becoming more. You may not see it, but everything inside of you is growing, whether you like it or not. But it's all in what you're telling yourself. It's all in what you're thinking about. It's all in where you want to be. It's all in what you want to become. All right? And number 5 for today is how gratitude can change what you attract into your life. Gratitude brings you more of what you appreciate. Gratitude brings you more of what you appreciate. So focusing on things you really want in life help you attract more of those things into your own reality. Focusing on what you want attracts what you want. Focusing on the next level attracts you to the next level. Focusing on becoming more attracts you to becoming more. So the gratitude list helps you stay focused. Reading it every day. Reading it whenever you get a chance. Reading it on your own time. Reading it before you go to bed. All of it takes into account. Your mind is being trained to go out and search for these things. So take time each day to you guys in the next one.